Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Be the Change, Change the World, where it's not just a nice idea, but it's an initiative and a lifestyle. Happy Easter, Resurrection Day, that's really what it is. It's all about shedding the old self and becoming your new self, which is also the idea behind Anubis. So I brought Anubis back. Just appropriate that he's here. I just wanted to say before I start this reading, I was in the middle of recording this and something happened. I'm going to have to start over, but I'm not going to have time to do all 12 signs this week, next week, and possibly the week after. I'm going to pick random signs from one random sign from each element to do for the week. So I'll just, do it by like a lottery, but I've already chosen Aries. And because like I said, I already started this video, but something happened and I've got to restart the video, but I was told specifically to restart the video, but keep the cards that were already pulled, because they are the most important message for Aries at this time. You could have Aries anywhere in your chart for it to resonate. You could be dealing with an Aries. So let the story fit if it fits. If it doesn't, don't make it fit if it doesn't. Not all of these are for everyone. Before I start though, I would like y'all to make yourself familiar with my legal disclaimer. Everything you need to know is in the link, or is in the box below. I even have a link to another channel I'm trying to start up. I would very much appreciate any and all support. Go and subscribe to my new channel, please, in the link below. And I'm still running the contest for mid-May to do a random reading. So far, I've seen one comment of one person who is interested in the free reading drawing. So I'm hoping that many more people express their interest for the free reading drawing for mid-May. This is just my way of giving back and into the collective and sowing some good seeds for someone who really may need to hear an important message. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get started here. Enough with my rambling. Anyhow, I just like to apologize in advance about having to redo the video, but things happen, right? Technical difficulties happen sometimes. The first card that came out was Peaceful Resolution, and the second one was Look for a Sign. So whether you're the Aries or whether you're the cross watcher, there's a peaceful resolution that is arriving, and you will soon see a sign. And don't worry, you won't miss it. So anyhow, the first tarot card that came out was the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is, the card of Taurus. This is the High Priest. Okay, so this could mean your relationship with God. This could mean commitments that you make, whether it's to God, to another individual, a commitment to your spiritual path. There's many interpretations of the Hierophant. Hierophant could be an organization, like a church or a nonprofit organization. But it doesn't have to. But This could just be a Taurus who is very much connected to the divine. Because I think that that's what this is about here, is maintaining that prayerful life, relying on God, and then God's blessings pour upon us with this 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness and happy family life. This is just the light at the end of the tunnel, the peaceful resolution that has been waiting for someone. It's the ending of old things into the new. The next card that came out is the Two of Wands. It's all about making a choice, right? Knowing what path that you're going to take. You know which way you're going to go. You know the direction you're going to go in your life, and you're sticking to that path. Cuz he's got his hand on that one wand. He knows where he wants to go. But the next card here is the Eight of Wands. So there could be messages coming in for you, Aries, or you could be the message deliverer. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart. But these are just, I'm hearing messages of closure. So that's perhaps what this peaceful resolution is about. Lots of things happening at once, and a lot of closure happening. And the reason why I say closure is because we got the World here right after. So the sign is there's going to be a lot going on. A lot of communication back and forth between one or, maybe more people. Could be a conversation with someone in your home or family. But this is all about wrapping up cycles. Wrapping up cycles that were not good for you here with the Devil reversed. I like the Devil in reverse because this is freeing yourself from, this could be freeing yourself from a family member or a mother figure here with the Empress. This could be freeing yourself to go towards an Empress, Aries. This is definitely a liberation from toxic behaviors, from addictions, from obsession, codependency, liberation from issues with lust, and all that. And then the Empress here, which is Taurus, Libra energy. We already got Taurus on the board. We've got Capricorn here on the board. So we got heavy earth here on the board, Aries. So perhaps you or the person that you're dealing with has a lot of earth in their chart. Specifically Taurus or Capricorn. But perhaps even Libra as well, because the Empress represents Libra. Because there are two signs that are ruled by Venus, Libra and Taurus. But I'm pretty sure it's an earth sign because we got the Queen of Pentacles right after the Empress. So this could be you. This could be someone around you that maybe perhaps you want to move towards, Aries. But the Empress is someone who is abundant. They're nurturing. They're compassionate. They're loyal. Could definitely be a mother. And the Queen of Pentacles here, which is along the same lines of the Empress. Except, the Queen of Pentacles isn't quite the Empress yet, but them together, this is someone who is very abundant, very hardworking, very astute, very compassionate, and very nurturing, and very giving. Yeah. This is about liberating yourself from an unhappy family situation or a toxic family situation to go towards abundance and stability and loyalty. I mean, this says loyalty all over it, just like the Hierophant. So there's a lot of grounded energy here. And if this is about you freeing yourself from a situation that you felt trapped, stuck, or chained to go forth and talk to a person like this, I'm feeling there's a little bit of nervousness going on, and that's okay. That's normal. But it's safe to move forward now. Yes, there's going to be a lot going on. It could be a little stressful. It could be a little ungrounding a little bit at first. But it's necessary to complete these cycles here. Completing the cycle of you freeing yourself from situations that make you unhappy, situations that make you angry, or situations that make you extremely scared or nervous. But this is about being willing to take that leap of faith, to do something different from what you've done before, and just do something different. I think you've made a decision, huh, Aries? And that decision is for balance, temperance, patience, moderation. That's awesome. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. Okay. Thank you. Ew. And I dropped cards. It's hard to reach them. Right. Okay. So we got the Death card. And all these cards are in the reverse. Death in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and the Six of Swords reversed. There's definitely someone in the background that doesn't want to end the cycle, is resisting the change, resisting the ending, resisting this peaceful resolution here. This could be someone in your home or family. This could be a soon-to-be ex-spouse, or maybe an already ex-spouse who's having trouble accepting that a relationship is over. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, there could be some financial losses, some debts. If this is a divorce, then everyone knows that most divorces, there's a lot of, redistribution of money, like half of everything unless there's a prenup and all of that happy stuff. So there is some losses here. But there is like a complete resistance to that. Like somebody does not want this cycle to close. And the Six of Swords in reverse. This is like out of the frying pan into the fire type energy. Like this is someone who keeps coming back. They're like a bad penny, like turning up. And they're very financially motivated, very greedy, and very afraid of change. This person may even be attempting to project their fear of change upon you, children in the family, if there's children in the home. And there just might be, because this is about the ending of a commitment for a peaceful resolution and a brand new start. It doesn't serve anyone to resist change. It just makes the changes that much more traumatic for us than it would be to just accept the ending, accept the losses, and accept that, not everything is meant to last forever. Yeah. All right, Aries. What are some more messages for Aries? Messages that really need to come out. And by the way, the Death card is the card of Scorpio. So these signs could be significant. Got the Knight of Coins here. So I think that this ending has been a long time coming. The Knight of Coins. It's taken a long time. And if this is about ending a commitment or a relationship to approach a new one, it's been a long time maybe since you've talked to this Empress, Aries. Got the Judgment. So this is about finally making that choice that you knew all along that was coming. Because the Knight of Coins is in the upright. Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight of the deck. But when the Knight of Coins finally gets to their destination, they're there. And they're like a stable force. They're loyal and grounded in that new decision with a Judgment here. This is looking back on your life and thinking about the things that could have been better, thinking about the things that you should have done in the past but didn't. And now there's an opportunity to do that here, Aries or cross watchers. You're following the sun, and you're finally following your intuition here after a long time of resistance to change. This resistance to change could have taken months or years to actually unfold. But sometimes people just need time to learn lessons about what they don't want. Got the Three of Wands in reverse. That's about the lack of planning. But this is about your ships coming in. That what you've manifested is coming for you. Got the Eight of Wands again. And we got the Tower. And at the top of the deck, we have the Five of Coins in the reverse. So there's, like I said before, there's going to be a lot of things going on. There's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of maybe perhaps fiery or passionate energy. I mean, like, this could be an argument. I mean, especially with the Tower here. The Tower is that sudden change, that powerful upheaval. And the Five of Coins in reverse, it says that whatever this change is, no matter how difficult this change may be, there is financial and physical health recovery here. The Five of Pentacles, I love it in the reverse because it talks about recovery from sickness or recovery from an injury. This also means that someone who was once ignoring you or someone who you were once ignoring, they're no longer ignoring you. So Aries, you might have ghosted somebody in the past. Could have been 3 years ago, could have been longer, but it doesn't really matter when it was. But the point is there was a decision that was made in the past. There's a different decision being shown here. So this is what's being encouraged. This is the time to make that decision, Aries. Five of Pentacles in reverse, like I said before, is about financial recovery. So we got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So like if you're experiencing financial hardships right now, it's not going to last forever. Like it's really going to improve quickly, but only whenever the situation is peacefully resolved. This old situation that you're deciding to move away from, Aries or cross watcher. So yeah, that is wonderful. I love that for you, Aries. So I think that there was a decision that you made in the past. You feel like you made the wrong decision. And this is about a course correction. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes it takes some time to learn, oh, hey, maybe I could have handled that situation a little bit differently. Well, I believe that every day is another day to turn it around. Now, there's no guarantee that for every individual watching this, that this Empress, Queen of Pentacles, there's no guarantee that if it was like from a time where, like in the past, where you had a choice between two people and you chose, the situation that you were already in because you're already tied to it, because you're tied to your commitment, you were tied to your vows if you were married. But this is about wanting to make a different choice. Now, like I said before, there's no actual guarantee that this Empress, this Queen of Pentacles in every situation is going to be available or interested all this time later. But hey, you never know. Because I don't think that... I believe that if you have something to say to somebody, no matter how long it takes, I believe that it's just time to express, like, what's in your heart. Things that, maybe you've been scared to express. Some people were just not comfortable expressing or talking about their emotions. Some people are not even comfortable feeling their emotions. And, maybe at one time, Aries, maybe you felt like you were consumed and trapped by your situation and your emotions. So you decided to do nothing at all. And there's always room for a course correction. But I can tell you that there is recovery and stability on the board here. A peaceful resolution will be had. And look for a sign, Aries. And then you'll know when it's time to make a move. in whatever area that is in your life for you, Aries. Moving to that peaceful situation. Because if a situation or a relationship or a job or a family situation or whatever the case is, if it is taking from you and not nurturing you in any kind of way, shape, or form, if it's stressful, if you're full of fear or anxiety, like that's no situation that you want to be in. It's too hard. Thank you. You and your loved ones are safe. So there's nothing to worry about here, Aries, because if you're worried about, your children, how they're going to, be, everything's going to be fine. I mean, I can feel some fear here and maybe some hesitancy, maybe some resistance to change because, that is, an old pattern that you're being invited to set yourself free from. There's nothing to worry about. You and your children, your loved ones are safe. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. And then you can feel free to name them. Please help me feel secure and at peace and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. All right. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with the situation, is what fell on the floor. Let me go ahead and grab it so I can read the rest. So, you need some help? Call on your angels. Pray, cry out, say, Father God, please help me. I'm really having a hard time with this. All I want to do is live a life of peace. I want to live a life of joy and happiness and stability and contentedness. And if you're feeling kind of scared, worried about, the change that occurs, there's nothing to be afraid of. Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with whatever the situation is. And please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. So for this reading, the situation is a peaceful family resolution and making a course correction and taking a different course in your life that is going to be much more beneficial for you. So I know that, sometimes people get used to the status quo in their lives. They get used to the stability of whatever life they're living. And even if it's not the best time, even if it's an abusive, toxic situation, it's still what you know. And oftentimes people can become comfortable in uncomfortable situations, because they have resiliency to handle it. But honestly, just because you have the resiliency to handle, a toxic, abusive marriage or commitment or whatever this was, doesn't mean you should. This is about making the best choice for you and your loved ones. Because let me tell you, a home with chaos and conflict, it's not a happy home at all. You want that happy home. You want that stable, loyal, committed life, Aries. It's time to set yourself free from the chains that have bound you for so long, that kept you scared, that kept you fearing change, kept you wanting to stay the same. But it's really time to get off that karmic hamster wheel. And it's really time to be like, you know what? I'm tired of going round and round on this hamster wheel. I'm tired of the same stuff continuing to happen. I'm tired of things getting worse. And even though it took you a long time, Aries, there is a decision that either you've recently made or it is time to make, to put your best foot forward and go in a new direction. Because there is something better. So that is what I have for y'all. And I appreciate y'all so very much. And if you're interested in a free reading from me, I'm giving away one reading a month starting in the middle of May. If you're interested in a reading, please let me know. I've received one comment that I've seen so far about interest in the free reading. So let's get some more interest for that going, so I have more than one name to draw, or draw from, rather. And I'm really excited to help an individual that needs a message and just give back to the collective. Because, you know what? I've been blessed. And so I want to just bless others in honor of Resurrection Day, the death of the old self, and the emergence of the new self. So don't worry, there's going to be a lot going on for a hot minute, but everything's going to be fine. Just do what you're being led and called to do, and God and the angels will work out the rest. Thank y'all for all of your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your views. I appreciate y'all so much. I am so thrilled to finally have more traffic, and I'm looking forward to even more traffic on my channel, because that means that the messages that need to be heard are being heard by the people who need to hear them. Thank y'all, and talk to y'all soon.